Welcome to our session on self-assessment and improvement. Today, we'll dive into the transformative journey of self-assessment, the practice of reflecting on our strengths, acknowledging areas for growth, and developing strategies to enhance our skills and mindset. Self-assessment is more than just an honest look in the mirror. It's a proactive approach to personal and professional growth. It allows us to align our actions with our goals, refine our abilities, and realize our potential. By the end of this session, you'll gain practical tools to evaluate your progress effectively, make informed decisions, and build a roadmap for ongoing improvement. Whether you're aiming to advance in your career, deepen personal relationships, or simply become the best version of yourself, self-assessment is a vital stepping stone. Let's embark on this journey of continuous improvement together, where small, intentional changes lead to profound growth. Welcome, and here's to a session filled with insight, reflection, and inspiration. Here's an introduction to the topic of self-assessment and improvement that highlights its importance and practical applications, understanding the power of self-awareness. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of self-assessment. It involves looking inward to recognize and understand one's emotions, motivations, strengths, weaknesses, and the ways in which these factors affect behavior and relationships. People who develop self-awareness are better equipped to make informed decisions, set realistic goals, and foster positive personal and professional relationships. Self-awareness allows us to see ourselves clearly and understand how others perceive us, making it easier to communicate effectively, avoid misunderstandings, and respond to situations thoughtfully. In practical terms, self-awareness provides a roadmap for improvement. For example, if a person is aware that they tend to get anxious in high-stress situations, they can take proactive steps to manage stress, like practicing deep breathing or time management techniques. Without this self-awareness, they might simply react emotionally or defensively, leading to frustration or ineffective behavior. Similarly, self-awareness can help individuals leverage their strengths. A person who recognizes they are particularly skilled at problem solving can seek roles or tasks that play to this strength, thereby maximizing their productivity and satisfaction. Moreover, self-awareness makes feedback easier to handle. When someone is self-aware, they can view constructive criticism objectively rather than taking it personally. For instance, if a manager gives feedback on improving communication skills, a self-aware person can process this feedback as an opportunity for growth rather than a judgment on their character. This openness to feedback promotes a growth mindset, allowing individuals to embrace challenges and learn from setbacks. Developing self-awareness often requires intentional reflection, which can be achieved through techniques such as mindfulness meditation, journaling, and seeking feedback from trusted friends or colleagues. By understanding themselves more deeply, individuals can take proactive steps toward improvement, aligning their actions with their goals and values. In this way, self-awareness empowers people to navigate life with greater purpose, confidence, and resilience, serving as a powerful foundation for all self-assessment and improvement efforts. Introduction to self-assessment and improvement. Self-assessment and improvement form the foundation of personal and professional growth. It is through self-assessment that individuals gain a clearer understanding of their strengths, identify areas where they can develop, and set intentional steps for improvement. This journey is both introspective and practical, demanding honesty, objectivity, and the willingness to make changes in pursuit of becoming a better version of oneself. In today's fast-paced world, self-assessment and improvement are essential tools for adapting, thriving, and reaching one's highest potential. Self-assessment can be defined as a reflective practice where individuals evaluate their actions, skills, behaviors, and mindset to understand how they measure up against their goals and standards. It involves critical self-reflection on a variety of aspects such as productivity, communication, leadership skills, technical abilities, and emotional intelligence. It is an ongoing process that requires self-awareness and a willingness to confront not only one's successes but also one's limitations. Improvement, on the other hand, is the actionable part of this journey. It's the process of implementing changes based on the insights gained from self-assessment. Improvement can take many forms: skill enhancement, adjusting behaviors, changing perspectives, or setting new goals. Improvement is an iterative process that requires commitment and resilience. The ultimate goal of self-assessment and improvement is to create a cycle of continuous growth, where individuals are always evolving in response to their own assessments and the world around them. Self-assessment allows individuals to stay grounded in reality, understanding themselves as they truly are, not just as they wish to be. It provides clarity on current performance levels, which is essential for setting realistic goals. When people regularly engage in self-assessment, they can identify early signs of areas that need development before they become obstacles. For instance, if a professional recognizes that they struggle with time management, they can proactively seek resources or develop habits to address this issue before it negatively impacts their work. All self-assessment fosters a growth mindset, the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. This mindset is crucial for success because it encourages people to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than as roadblocks. People with a growth mindset see self-assessment as a valuable tool for self-empowerment, as it provides the insights they need to make meaningful progress. Self-assessment can take many forms, and there are numerous tools and techniques available to facilitate the process. One of the most common methods is a SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, which allows individuals to analyze both internal factors, strengths and weaknesses, and external factors, opportunities and threats that influence their progress. Another popular tool is the 360-degree feedback method, commonly used in workplaces, where individuals receive feedback from colleagues, supervisors, and sometimes even clients. This method provides a well-rounded view of one's abilities and performance from multiple perspectives, highlighting areas for improvement that may not be evident through self-reflection alone. Journaling is a more introspective approach that encourages individuals to document their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Reflective journaling helps in recognizing patterns over time, as well as emotional triggers, decision-making processes, and personal values. Personality assessments and skill evaluations are also useful for understanding intrinsic traits and competencies that can be leveraged for growth. Self-assessment is deeply connected to self-awareness, which is the ability to see oneself objectively and understand one's emotional and psychological states. Developing self-awareness is often the first step in self-assessment because it provides a foundation of insight. When people are aware of how their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors affect their life and those around them, they can make informed decisions that align with their values and goals. Self-awareness also helps individuals to approach feedback constructively. In many cases, people resist feedback because it can be uncomfortable or even painful to face criticism. However, those with high self-awareness can separate constructive feedback from personal attacks, viewing it as a resource for growth rather than a threat. They are more likely to be open to learning and less defensive when receiving feedback. The insights gained from self-assessment serve as a powerful foundation for setting meaningful and achievable goals. Setting goals is an essential part of the improvement process because it creates a roadmap for development. Based on self-assessment, individuals can set both short-term and long-term goals that are aligned with their strengths and focused on addressing weaknesses. Goals should follow the SMART criteria, being specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This approach ensures that goals are realistic and trackable, increasing the likelihood of success. For instance, if self-assessment reveals a need for improvement in public speaking, a SMART goal might be deliver 3 presentations to small groups within the next 6 months. Breaking down larger goals into smaller steps also helps in maintaining motivation and tracking progress. Self-assessment and improvement are not one-time activities. They are ongoing processes that evolve as people grow and change. Life is dynamic, and as individuals face new challenges, they must continue to reevaluate and adapt. Continuous improvement involves regularly revisiting goals, adjusting strategies, and staying flexible in response to changes in personal circumstances or professional environments. One effective approach to continuous improvement is Kaizen, a Japanese term meaning change for the better or continuous improvement. Kaizen emphasizes small, incremental improvements over time rather than major, abrupt changes. This philosophy of steady progress is widely applicable in both personal and professional contexts, encouraging individuals to always look for ways to improve, no matter how small. While self-assessment is immensely beneficial, it can also be challenging. Individuals may struggle with self-doubt, fear of failure, or perfectionism. These obstacles can hinder honest self-assessment and create barriers to improvement. To overcome these challenges, it's essential to practice self-compassion. Focusing on progress rather than perfect is also crucial for overcoming obstacles. Having a support system of friends, mentors, or colleagues can provide encouragement and constructive feedback. Sharing goals with others and setting regular check-ins can help individuals stay on track and maintain motivation. Self-assessment and improvement are at the heart of personal and professional success. By engaging in self-reflection, identifying strengths and weaknesses, and setting achievable goals, individuals can chart a path toward continuous growth. This journey requires honesty, resilience, and a willingness to adapt, but the rewards are profound. Through self-assessment, individuals can align their actions with their aspirations, making meaningful strides toward becoming their best selves. Self-assessment and improvement are empowering processes. They remind us that while we may not be able to control every external factor, we have the power to shape our own growth. Whether applied to careers, relationships, or personal well-being, the principles of self-assessment and improvement are universally applicable and infinitely valuable. As we commit to these practices, we not only improve our skills and abilities, but also cultivate a greater sense of purpose, satisfaction, and fulfillment in our lives. This exploration of self-assessment and improvement highlights how a reflective, proactive approach can drive meaningful growth in all areas of life. Self-awareness is the foundation of self-assessment. By cultivating a clear and honest understanding of our strengths, weaknesses, and emotional triggers, we are better positioned to identify areas for improvement and make decisions aligned with our values and goals. Self-awareness also helps us accept feedback constructively, using it as a tool for growth rather than feeling threatened by it. Several tools can facilitate effective self-assessment, including SWOT analysis, 360-degree feedback, journaling, and personality assessments. These methods provide different perspectives and insights, helping individuals gain a well-rounded view of their performance, skills, and behavior patterns, which is essential for setting actionable improvement goals. Based on insights from self-assessment, it's important to set SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound goals. SMART goals offer a clear roadmap for improvement by breaking down larger aspirations into manageable steps. This structured approach makes it easier to track progress, stay motivated, and make meaningful changes. Self-assessment and improvement are not one-time activities, they are lifelong processes. Adopting the philosophy of continuous improvement, or Kaizen, encourages individuals to make small, consistent adjustments over time. This gradual approach can be applied to both personal and professional growth, promoting sustained development without overwhelming change. Self-assessment can be challenging, especially when faced with self-doubt or perfectionism. To overcome these obstacles, self-compassion and resilience are essential. Additionally, accountability, whether through mentors, friends, or goal-setting groups, can provide encouragement and feedback, helping individuals stay committed to their improvement journey even when facing difficulties. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of self-assessment. It involves looking inward to recognize and understand one's emotions, motivations, strengths, weaknesses, and the ways in which these factors affect behavior and relationships. People who develop self-awareness are better equipped to make informed decisions, set realistic goals, and foster positive personal and professional relationships. Self-awareness allows us to see ourselves clearly and understand how others perceive us, making it easier to communicate effectively, avoid misunderstandings, and respond to situations thoughtfully. In practical terms, self-awareness provides a roadmap for improvement. For example, if a person is aware that they tend to get anxious in high-stress situations, they can take proactive steps to manage stress, like practicing deep breathing or time management techniques. Without this self-awareness, they might simply react emotionally or defensively, leading to frustration or ineffective behavior. Similarly, self-awareness can help individuals leverage their strengths. A person who recognizes they are particularly skilled at problem-solving can seek roles or tasks that play to this strength, thereby maximizing their productivity and satisfaction. Moreover, self-awareness makes feedback easier to handle. When someone is self-aware, they can view constructive criticism objectively rather than taking it personally. For instance, if a manager gives feedback on improving communication skills, a self-aware person can process this feedback as an opportunity for growth, rather than a judgment on their character. This openness to feedback promotes a growth mindset, allowing individuals to embrace challenges and learn from setbacks. Developing self-awareness often requires intentional reflection, which can be achieved through techniques such as mindfulness, meditation, journaling, and seeking feedback from trusted friends or colleagues. By understanding themselves more deeply, individuals can take proactive steps toward improvement, aligning their actions with their goals and values. In this way, self-awareness empowers people to navigate life with greater purpose, confidence, and resilience, serving as a powerful foundation for all self-assessment and improvement efforts. Effective self-assessment requires tools and techniques that provide structured insights into one's abilities, behavior, and progress. Using the right methods can make self-assessment more objective and actionable, giving individuals a well-rounded understanding of their strengths, weaknesses, and areas for growth. Here are some of the most widely used tools and techniques that make self-assessment both insightful and practical. A SWOT analysis is a straightforward tool that encourages individuals to reflect on their internal strengths and weaknesses, as well as external opportunities and threats. By breaking down these areas, individuals can create a more comprehensive understanding of what they excel at and where they need improvement. For instance, someone might identify strong public speaking skills as a strength but recognize poor time management as a weakness. Identifying external opportunities and threats also helps them see where their skills fit in the larger context, guiding strategic goal setting. Common in professional settings, 360-degree feedback gathers insights from a variety of sources, including colleagues, supervisors, and sometimes clients. This multi-perspective approach helps individuals see how others perceive them, highlighting strengths and areas for improvement that might not be obvious through self-reflection alone. For example, a person might realize from feedback that while they are seen as highly knowledgeable, they could improve their communication style to make their ideas more accessible to team members. 360-degree feedback provides valuable external input, making it particularly useful for understanding interpersonal skills, collaboration, and leadership. Journaling allows individuals to document their thoughts, feelings, and experiences in a structured way. Reflective writing helps people track their emotional patterns, reactions to challenges, and decision-making processes over time. For example, someone might use a journal to reflect on each day's challenges, record how they responded, and evaluate what they learned. This practice promotes emotional intelligence, helping individuals recognize recurring themes in their behavior, identify areas where they can improve, and celebrate small wins. Personality assessments such as the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator (MBTI) or the Big Five personality test provide insights into an individual's personality traits, preferences, and natural tendencies. These assessments are helpful for understanding how one's personality influences behavior, communication style, and decision-making. Skill evaluations, on the other hand, assess specific competencies related to one's field, such as technical skills, language proficiency, or leadership abilities. These evaluations provide measurable insights that can be used to set clear goals for improvement. In addition to formal assessments, regular self-reflection is a powerful tool. It can be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to ask oneself, what went well today? What could I have done better? Self-reflection encourages individuals to process their experiences and learn from them in real time. For example, after a challenging meeting, someone might reflect on why they reacted a certain way, consider how they could have responded differently, and identify what they would like to work on moving forward. Using these structured tools and techniques makes self-assessment more objective and comprehensive, providing concrete data and insights rather than relying solely on subjective impressions. For example, feedback from others may reveal strengths or weaknesses that an individual didn't recognize on their own. Similarly, journaling may uncover patterns over time that can inform personal growth strategies. Effective tools also make self-assessment a repeatable and measurable process. By setting a baseline through initial assessments, individuals can regularly revisit these tools to measure progress, reassess goals, and refine strategies for improvement. This structured approach ensures that self-assessment remains an ongoing process, supporting continuous growth and development. By leveraging a variety of tools and techniques, individuals gain a multifaceted view of themselves. These insights empower them to set targeted goals, address specific areas for improvement, and cultivate a clearer path toward personal and professional success. Once you have gained insights from self-assessment, the next essential step is to set clear, achievable goals. Setting goals gives direction to the improvement process, transforming insights into actionable steps. SMART goals, those that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, are particularly effective for focused growth, as they provide a structured framework for setting and achieving objectives. Let's break down the SMART criteria and see how each element contributes to meaningful, targeted improvement. A goal needs to be clear and precise. Vague goals, such as "I want to be better at my job," lack direction and are harder to achieve. Instead, a specific goal would look like, "I want to improve my public speaking skills to confidently present in meetings." This level of detail helps clarify what exactly needs to be done and sets the stage for actionable steps. Measurable goals allow you to track progress and know when you've achieved them. Without measurability, it's hard to determine if you're getting closer to your goal or if you've reached it at all. For example, if your goal is to improve your public speaking skills, you might measure this by setting a target, like delivering 3 presentations in the next 3 months or receiving positive feedback from a mentor or audience on your presentation skills. An achievable goal is realistic, considering your current abilities and resources. Setting goals that are too ambitious can lead to frustration, while setting them too low can lead to complacency. An achievable goal takes into account your current skills and challenges you within reason. For instance, if you're new to public speaking, it might be unrealistic to aim to deliver a flawless hour-long keynote. However, aiming to speak in small group settings initially is more feasible and can be built upon as your skills grow. Relevance ensures that your goal is aligned with your larger personal or professional aspirations. A relevant goal answers the why behind your objective, giving it a meaningful purpose. If your career goal is to move into a leadership position, improving public speaking would be highly relevant, as it's a skill necessary for effective leadership and communication. However, focusing on a goal that doesn't contribute to your broader aspirations may end up being a distraction rather than an aid. A time-bound goal has a clear deadline, creating a sense of urgency and helping to avoid procrastination. For instance, setting a goal to improve public speaking someday is too open-ended and may not prompt immediate action. Instead, a time-bound version might be, I will deliver 3 presentations within the next 3 months. The deadline motivates consistent progress and helps in tracking improvement over a specific period. Setting SMART goals is essential because it transforms general intentions into concrete, actionable steps. By meeting each criterion, SMART goals become more manageable, focused, and easier to achieve. This structure creates a clear path to follow, allowing individuals to focus their energy on high-impact actions that drive meaningful progress. For example, suppose self-assessment revealed a need to improve time management. A SMART goal in response could be, I will complete all daily tasks by 5 p.m. for the next 4 weeks by using a prioritized to-do list each morning. This goal is specific, completing tasks by a set time, measurable, trackable by whether tasks are done by 5 p.m., achievable within daily working hours, relevant, improving productivity, and time-bound 4 weeks. Such a goal focuses directly on improving time management skills and creates a clear framework to assess progress. SMART goals make self-assessment actionable. They bridge the gap between understanding what you need to improve and actually taking steps to improve it. SMART goals also help to build motivation, as meeting specific, measurable targets reinforces progress and boosts confidence. Additionally, these goals can be broken down into smaller steps or milestones, providing a roadmap that can be adjusted as needed. By setting and achieving SMART goals, individuals can cultivate a habit of self-improvement that feels tangible and rewarding. Each goal achieved reinforces the value of self-assessment, encouraging a continuous cycle of growth that leads to sustained personal and professional development. Embracing continuous improvement as a lifestyle. Continuous improvement is a philosophy and practice of making small, incremental changes over time to foster growth and development. Unlike one-time assessments or short-term efforts, continuous improvement involves a commitment to lifelong learning and self-enhancement. By adopting this mindset, individuals create a cycle of ongoing reflection, assessment, and action that keeps them growing personally and professionally. The concept, often associated with the Japanese term kaizen, which means change for the better, emphasizes steady progress rather than radical overnight transformations. The foundation of continuous improvement is a growth mindset, the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and dedication. A growth mindset is crucial because it empowers people to view challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. Instead of fearing failure or stagnation, individuals with a growth mindset are motivated by the belief that improvement is always possible. This mindset fosters resilience, as it encourages individuals to embrace feedback, learn from mistakes, and remain optimistic about their capacity to grow. Continuous improvement often involves setting small, incremental goals rather than aiming for huge, immediate changes. This approach reduces the pressure to achieve drastic results instantly and instead allows for steady, sustainable growth. For instance, rather than setting a goal to become a great leader overnight, someone practicing continuous improvement might focus on enhancing specific skills like active listening or team communication, step by step. Over time, these small improvements accumulate, leading to substantial, long-lasting progress. A continuous improvement lifestyle encourages the formation of positive habits, as progress is often the result of consistent, repeated actions. For instance, someone focused on health might begin by adding a 10-minute daily workout or by gradually incorporating more nutritious foods into their diet. When small changes become habits, they form a stable foundation for sustained improvement. Developing positive habits also makes improvement feel less daunting, as small, daily actions are easier to maintain and adjust as needed. Continuous improvement relies on ongoing self-reflection and adaptability. As individuals grow, their goals, strengths, and challenges often evolve. Regularly reflecting on progress and reassessing goals helps individuals stay aligned with their current needs and aspirations. This cycle of reflection and adjustment also ensures that improvement remains relevant and impactful. For example, someone focused on professional development might regularly assess whether their goals still align with their career path or if new skills have become necessary to advance. Continuous improvement doesn't mean waiting until a final goal is achieved to celebrate progress. Recognizing and celebrating small wins along the way boosts motivation and reinforces the value of incremental growth. For instance, someone working on public speaking skills might celebrate after delivering a successful presentation to a small group, even if they're still working towards speaking confidently in larger settings. Celebrating small wins validates the effort invested and keeps individuals engaged in the improvement process. Continuous improvement creates a sustainable pathway to success. Unlike drastic changes that can be overwhelming or unsustainable, steady progress is manageable and leads to lasting growth. This approach fosters resilience and adaptability, helping individuals respond more effectively to new challenges or changes in circumstances. In personal and professional contexts, continuous improvement also strengthens an individual's reputation as someone committed to excellence and open to growth. Embracing continuous improvement as a lifestyle empowers individuals to stay proactive, resilient, and
Hey girls, do you know how you can style a single dress with multiple different styles? Let me put it close so you can see the detailing of the dress. I styled this dress with some fur bracelets, a bag, and small boots. This is my favorite look when I go out because it's so simple but put together. For the second look, I'm wearing a white puffer jacket with long boots and a white headband. It's classy but not formal, so I love it. Lastly, I wanted something casual, so sneakers, a belt, and earmuffs. Perfect for any occasion. So go get this dress before it's sold out. Link in my bio.
That provide valuable insights. Setting smart goals empowers us to translate our newfound knowledge into actionable steps, fostering focused growth. Embracing continuous improvement as a lifestyle encourages us to adopt a mindset of lifelong learning, where we celebrate small victories and adapt to challenges with resilience. Finally, resilience and accountability play critical roles in overcoming obstacles and maintaining our commitment to personal development. Together, these elements create a dynamic framework that empowers us to navigate life's complexities with confidence and purpose. As you reflect on your own journey of self-assessment and improvement, remember that this process is ongoing. Embrace each opportunity for growth and don't shy away from challenges. They are stepping stones on the path to becoming the best version of yourself. Let us commit to a lifestyle of continuous improvement, where we consistently strive for excellence while supporting one another in this pursuit. Thank you for your attention, and here's to our shared journey of self-discovery and growth. Goodbye note. As we wrap up today's discussion on self-assessment and improvement, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude for your engagement and thoughtful contributions. It's clear that each of you is committed to personal growth and understanding the importance of continuous improvement in our lives. The journey of self-discovery is not a sprint, but a lifelong marathon. Each step you take, no matter how small, contributes to your overall progress. Embrace challenges as opportunities, celebrate your achievements, and lean on each other for support and accountability. Thank you for sharing your time and insights. I wish you all the best on your paths to self-improvement. Let's stay connected and continue inspiring one another as we strive to reach our goals. Until we meet again, take care and keep pushing forward. Goodbye.